Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Before I start the video, I do want to say please like, subscribe, and comment. And if you want to join the Patreon, you can join at patreon.com/, but I'm not a trader. I wanted to go specifically into just Bitcoin, like a really quick TA, just because I haven't really looked at it in a bit, and you're still just kind of chilling at these levels, right? You already hit the top of the channel. Um, and it's kind of funny or coincidentally, right? You move in five sections of a channel when you run on BTC, right? So when you do this, right, basically from these lows, right, you push up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mid channels. Same thing over here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mid channels, and then from here, from the top side, you drop 1, 2, 3 mid channels, right? 1, 2, 3 mid channels to like a 45K. And again, this is one of those things where I still think we're at the top of Bitcoin, regardless of the halving or not, right? This is just regular TA. Again, I'm not looking at news, not looking at halving. I don't really care. But generally, what I think is going to happen is you're probably going to come down here, and then you're going to run another three, 1, 2, 3, possibly again to like here before either dropping down to I think here, right? Because you drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you probably drop here, right there, or right. If you actually come back and you recover and you actually blast off, then I think that's when you're in price discovery, right? So I think something like this can happen unless you immediately just push up from here, right? But as of right now, I am bearish. I wouldn't say I'm bullish yet, right? You are on that weekly bear trigger. So again, you either chop sideways for however many weeks and then push up, or you drop down, right? Because you're on that weak bear trigger. So again, this is just basing this off of the strength right now, right? And the strength right now is telling me that we are definitely bearish, but because you're just kind of like chilling here, right? This tells me that you can either just trade sideways and then pop, or you pop straight from here, which is going to be extremely bullish and will probably lead to a higher price. But as of right now, I am looking for more pressure towards the lower side, because essentially you've just been trading, you've just been trading here. And I think you do have, yeah, you do have a nice little uptrend here, right? I want to say, like, let me see. Where is my, can we run it up here? Yeah, that's fine. That works. So you do have this like minor trend on the 24-hour where you just kind of keep bouncing off this channel. Like I wouldn't take any trades here. I wouldn't go long or short here. If anything, I'd probably look for shorts back down to like 67K before longing again. And if this does break, you're probably going back all the way to 53, and that's going to be the start of the drop to like a 45K area or something, right? So it really just depends on what happens. And I do think that as of right now, because you are seeing these big drops, right, on Bitcoin recently, right? So last time you dropped from here, you dropped 12,000 bucks, and then on the daily you dropped again here. You hit that trend. You dropped 6,600. So you are starting to actually, you are starting to get weaker drops, right? But I do think from here, let's say you drop 6,600 bucks. So, I mean, if you match the drops recently from here, 66 here, or like a 12K, 12.8, I don't even think 12.8 matters, right? Because you're essentially breaking this upper trend, and they're probably going to drop all the way to 53.5, right? That's kind of the point here. So, again, really, I think the last part of Bitcoin right now is if you do end up breaking to the lower side and possibly getting like you close like a bear candle down here, you're probably going to go all the way to 53K. Very, very simple, right? But again, you keep having these, right? You keep having these bounces off of, you keep having these bounces off of, what is it called? Off of this trend here, right? So, I mean, I would definitely say don't do anything now until you probably see maybe a drop back here. And then this can possibly run up to like, I don't know, like an 82K. So I mean, this could be a nice long as long as you get that drop and a touch of trend, right? So you could just long this all the way up here, and then you can just set your stops like, I don't know, somewhere like that, somewhere like this. right? Maybe have your stops like right there. And again, this would be a 1,000% gain, right? Basically, take the long here, right when it touches trend, long this all the way up to 81K. If you get stopped, right, down here, chances are you're probably going to drop all the way down to 53 because you're breaking the last trend on Bitcoin, right? And you're on the weekly bear trigger. So again, I do think that you're more biased to the bear side as opposed to the bull side, right? And then we can look at the totals chart. This is just me doing like real quick TA, and logically this is what it looks like, right? So we go to total, we go on the weekly, right? And you're basically just chopping above 2.5 $1 trillion market cap, right? So again, I ideally, right, you want this to stay above this 2.5 trillion mark, right? But again, these look like weak candles, right? Like you pushed up, immediately sold off. You gave a nice little push to the upside, sold off, push to the upside, but you're still trading around this range, right? So I wouldn't necessarily say that totals is bearish yet, but you have this sell pressure between 2.6 and 2.5. What is it called? This sell pressure here, right? So I think you need to start seeing some nice closes above 2.623 in order for you to really, start pushing, right? You need to close a weekly candle above this level, above right here, to really get a nice solid push. Otherwise, you're just going to stay chopping around here for a bit, right? And the 24-hour, you're about to close bearish, right? And any bear close, right, on the daily can definitely push you all the way back down to $2 trillion. So in my opinion right now, I think it's a really good time to take profit, right? And if you do push at any point, you start closing above like, I don't know, you start closing maybe above like a 2.7 trillion market cap, then I think it's time to get back in. But for right now, it's a really good time to just kind of like take profit, chill for a bit, and really not do anything until you either close above 2.7 to long again, and then you just long this until 3 trillion market cap, which would probably push Bitcoin into like the 82, 90K territory, I think. But as of right now, everything does look, just choppy and sideways for now. No real direction, right? And again, I wouldn't really do nothing on Bitcoin right now. If you're trading, right, I wouldn't really even recommend anything right now. Unless you come back and touch this trend here, and then you basically just long with some nice stops, and then you just take this all the way to like 80K possibly. And if it doesn't hit, then you get stopped out and you just short this down to like a 53K. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.